What's up guys, welcome back to a new video, and today we'll be comparing the Rod of the Depths and the Heaven's Rod head to head to see which one's better. Let's look at the stats first. The Rod of the Depths has 65% lower speed, 130% luck, 0.15 control, 10% resilience, and 30,000 max kgs. While the Heaven's Rod has 27% lower speed, 225% luck, 0.2 control, 30% resilience, and infinite kgs. Looking at this, the Heaven's Rod looks so much better than the Rod of the Depths. But remember, they both have costs and they both have passives. So, let's look at the costs first. The Heaven's Rod costs 1.75 million at the base price, but it costs 2,150,000 including everything you need to obtain, while the Rod of the Depths only costs 750,000 credits. Now, looking at this, the Heaven's Rod looks much worse than the Rod of the Depths because that's a 1.4 million credit difference, which is a lot if you ask me. But we still haven't went over the passives yet, so let's go over that. The Heaven's Rod can mutate a fish with Heavenly, which has a 5% chance of happening, and gives you a 5 times multiplier on the fish. While the Rod of the Depths has the ghost that gives you a fish every 2 to 3 catches. Now looking at this, the Rod of the Depths looks a lot better than the Heaven's Rod, but we have one thing to look over now: Obtainment. The Heaven's Rod can be found in the Northern Summit after completing the puzzle at the Glacial Grotto, the top of the mountain. The player must obtain 4 different energy crystals: green, blue, yellow, and red, and insert them into their respective slots. Once completed, they must fly into an opening on the side of the mountain, climb down the rope, and purchase the rod for 1.75 million. The Rod of the Depths can be found in the depths, once after the player has completed the vertical beast theory and gotten the depths key in order to open the door. After completing the obby, the player needs to visit 2 altars. One is located behind the Central Island's waterfall, and the other is on the ledge halfway up the waterfall. At these altars, place 1 Hex Enchant Relic and 1 Abyssal Enchant Relic. This will trigger the opening of a hidden passage behind the waterfall, leading you into an underwater maze. At the end of this maze, the player must encounter an air pocket with a statue, where they can buy the Rod of the Depths for 750,000 credits. Looking at this, getting both of the rods look very hard. I'll let you guys decide on which one's harder. But in conclusion, I think the Rod of the Depths is a lot better than the Heaven's Rod, so I wouldn't get it, unless you're rich. And subscribe. Thanks.